Good evening, everybody. It is about 5 o'clock, give or take, on Friday before Memorial Day weekend. I just wanted to send everybody off on this weekend as we open up softly all around the country. And I do a lot of training and I speak to a ton of people in my marketing business, and everyone just seems like this particular pandemic is the worst thing that anybody ever went through. I just want to take 2 or 3 minutes and read something to you. I really don't know where this came from. This was used from this. I got this from one of my clients, and then we added that we read this aloud during a training seminar that I was doing, and I think it puts a lot into perspective when you look at what we're doing right now and what others have been through in our lifetimes. Imagine this: that you were born in 1900. When you were 14, World War I starts, and it ends on your 18th birthday, with 22 million people killed. Later that year, a Spanish flu epidemic hits the planet and runs until you're 20. 50 million people die from it in those 2 years. 50 million. When you're 29, the Great Depression begins. Unemployment hits over 25%. Global GDP drops 27%. That runs until you are 33 years old. The country nearly collapses along with the world economy. When you turn 39, World War II starts, and you aren't even over the hill yet. When you're 41, the United States enters into World War II on December 7th, a day that will live in infamy. Between your 39th and your 45th birthday, 75 million people perish in the war, and the Holocaust alone kills over 6 million people. At the age of 52, we enter into the Korean conflict, where another 5 million people perish. At the age of 64, the Vietnam War begins, and it doesn't end for many, many years. 4 million people die in that conflict. Approaching your 62nd birthday, the Cuban Missile Crisis nearly destroys the world. It left our planet in an unbelievable position, and it could have ended really, really bad. Thank God for the great leaders that prevented that from happening. As you turn 75, the Vietnam War finally ends. Think of everybody on the planet that was born in 1900. How do you survive all that? How do you deal with literally death and destruction almost every so many years all around you? I guess the kids in 1985, that's my era, didn't think that our 85-year-old grandparents understood how hard school was or how terrible our parents were being. Yeah, they understood it. They understood it all too well. So they survived that. We could survive putting on some masks, staying home for a little bit, staying 6 feet apart from each other, caring for our loved ones, caring for our elderly. So if you want to put something into perspective, just think of that for the moment. From all of us here at the Askate family and from my family to yours, I wish you have an amazing, amazing Memorial Day. To all our police officers, to all our first responders and everybody on the front lines, my heart and my hat goes off to you. And of course, to all members of our military who are local and abroad. God bring you home safe and sound, and thank you for your service. Thank you again. Be well.